Hello friends, this is Satwinder Bhatia from Sukhmani Immigration Services, Brampton, Canada. I am a regulated and licensed Canadian immigration consultant. As all of you are aware, OINP has launched new PR streams and there is no proper information available on entire social media. So this is my effort to provide you with the complete information, complete guide on this new PR pathways. But before that, very small request, if you are new to the channel and have not subscribed yet, please do consider subscribing. We talk a lot about Canadian immigration, news, update, tips, tricks on this channel. If you like the video, please share it with your family and friends so that they can also benefit. Please press the bell icon so this video comes to you immediately when we upload. So without further delay, let's move on to a very important video which is about Ontario. Ontario is called as a king of PNP. And why? The reason is maximum number of draws come from Ontario. If you put together the data from all provinces and compare it with Ontario, still Ontario gives more ITAs as compared to all provinces put together. That is why Ontario is called king of PNP. And now Ontario PNP categories. Before I explain you the new categories, it is mandatory to understand what are the previous categories. Without understanding previous categories, you won't be able to understand the new categories. So OINP or Ontario's PNP is basically divided into two components: notification of interest and expression of interest. Expression of interest has 5 streams earlier, okay, 5 streams, and notification of interest has 3 streams. Total put together 8 streams. Now these 8 streams have been revoked, totally revoked, and new 3 streams have come. So first of all, let's understand what is notification of interest, because notification of interest has 3 streams. This has human capital priorities, it has French speaking skilled worker and skilled trade. These 3 will be coming in a part of phase 2. They are all revoked. 5 of expression of interest and 3 of notification of interest. Everything is revoked. So these are the streams where you do nothing. You have your file in express entry. Based on your file on express entry, you are selected by OINP. So you get a notification of interest. Okay. So expression of interest. This is the main point because this has changed totally. This is announced. Expression of interest is announced. Expression of interest has total 5 streams. 2 streams come under the graduate stream and 3 come under the employer job offer. Under the graduate stream, you do not need any offer from employer. You do not need any offer from employer. Under graduate stream, you have masters and PhD. So those who come to Canada and do masters and PhD, they qualify under graduate stream. They do not need job offer. The other category is employer job offer, which has 3 streams: foreign worker stream, international student stream, and in demand stream. Foreign worker, international, in demand. Now these 2 streams plus 2 streams from graduate are clubbed together. They are clubbed and made into one stream. These are all put together and made into one stream, and this is coming in the phase 1. So phase 1 was announced by Ontario under umbrella. This umbrella has 3 PR pathways, and this 3 PR pathways are announced on June 26th. Announced, not opened. So they said they will open late in summer. Summer in Canada starts from 21st June, finishes on 23rd September. So I hope somewhere in August they will announce something, right? When the program will open. It's not open yet. Phase 2 they will announce. Phase 2 is for notification of interest. Okay. Phase 1, expression of interest. Now, Ontario announced workforce priority stream. Workforce priority stream has basically three TEER pathways. Tier 0 to 3 pathway, Tier 4 to 5 pathway, and self-employed physician pathway. So I am going to explain you in interest of time only Tier 0 and 3 pathway. Yes, of course, if you give me that much views, I'll try to bring up Tier 4 pathway also, 4-5 pathway also, and self-employed physician pathway also. So it depends upon you. Self-employed pathway is of course the new pathway. It's a brand new pathway totally. Now let's talk about Tier 0 to 3 pathway. Tier 0 to 3 pathway, as I said, is an amalgamation, is a collection of 4 streams. These 4 streams are master stream, PhD stream, foreign worker stream, international student stream, everything put together. They made Tier 0 to 3 pathway. Everything put together. Now, in demand, they have changed the name. They have changed the name, and the new name is Tier 4 to 5 pathway. Now, some changes are there, but here in demand is basically changed into Tier 4 to 5 pathway. So key message which I wanted to share with you is, of course, that main key message which I wanted to share with you is that no employer, no nomination. So if you remember earlier, only employer job offer requires a job offer. Masters and PhD, they do not need job offer. But now things have changed. You need to have employer support. If you do not have employer, you cannot get nomination. You need support from employer. So that is the first and most important takeaway. Second, earlier masters and PhD could apply without job, which is not true anymore. Now, recent Ontario graduates, this is a big thing, big change. Earlier, only 2 years you can apply for international student stream. But now, recent graduate can apply 3 years within graduation. So if you graduated say in June 2026, June 2029 you can apply. 3 years. You will be called as recent Ontario graduate. No need to meet median wage. So median wage is a big problem, because median wage is the wage, if you put some everything from low to high, the wage which comes in the middle is called median wage. But median wage is sometimes higher than the minimum wage, or mostly higher than the minimum wage. So even if you are on a minimum wage, say $18, $19, still you can apply. There is no need to meet median wage. So you can apply with just 3 months of work experience. And lastly, there are changes for truck drivers and bus drivers, which I will try to explain in my upcoming video. Expression of interest is not open yet. As I have said, it's not open yet, but we have started taking the files, because we don't want people rush last minute, and that's the reason we started taking files. So if you qualify, we can take the file now, we can start processing. So whenever the system opens, we can put your file in. Okay. So now next thing is the requirements. So please try to understand, this is the key component of this video. Most important part of this video, you need to understand what are the requirements. So requirements are basically divided into 3 categories. The first category is job requirement. The second category is applicant. Your applicant is you, applicant requirement. And third is employer requirement, your employer, how your employer qualifies. So these are the 3 requirements. Let's take one by one. First, I am going to take job requirement. So job offer requirement, job has to be full-time, job has to be permanent, there has to be no end date. You cannot have a contract job. Okay, your job is till December 2026. No, that is not going to work. So no end date. And it has to be within Ontario, most important, within Ontario. Okay, and last, this is most important, employer needs to provide you online job offer. If your employer has not done the offer, online job offer, or they don't know how to do it, you can connect your employer with us. We can help them to do this step so they can provide you with the online job offer. Okay, tier 0 to 3 job offer requirement. Now, next thing is applicant requirement. This is your requirement. So please listen very carefully. This is your requirement. Okay, basic requirement. Let's talk about your requirement. Basic. You have to have a full-time job in Ontario, permanent, right? These are clear-cut requirement. This is for you to have this job. Your job has to be in tier 0, 1, 2, 3. If your job is in tier 4 or 5, you do not qualify in this stream. And if you are a licensed professional, you need to have that license. If your job requires a licensing, for example, early childhood educators, for example, pharmacy technicians, for example, nurses, then you need to have that license. So these are basic requirements. Let's look at something very important, which is work experience requirement. Under the work experience, there are 4 different ways. 4 ways, and please listen very carefully. So option 1, 4 options. Option 1, 6 months of experience, and this is, remember the word, consecutive. Consecutive 6 months of experience with the same employer in the last 12 months, you can apply. Option 2, you are a recent graduate. So option 1 is for those who are not recent graduate, but option 2 is, or who are not from the Ontario. You may be coming in from Manitoba. You passed your studies from Manitoba and then you are here in Ontario. So then you have to meet the 6 months requirement. But if you are recent Ontario graduate, you studied from Ontario, so this program benefits maximum to recent Ontario graduates. If you have studied from Ontario with just 3 months of consecutive experience in the last 12 months, you can apply. What is recent? Recent means in the last 3 years, right? So you have to keep that in mind. Third option is 2 years of cumulative work experience. Cumulative means put together in the last 5 years. So this is third option. Fourth, which I have not written and I'm going to explain you, is the one who has license. If your profession has a license, you don't need to meet anything. That's it, you're done. If you have a license from Ontario, excellent. You don't need to meet all this. Okay, this is the fourth option. Now, coming on to the education requirement. So, education requirement post-secondary. Post-secondary is after grade 12, after plus 2, any kind of degree, any kind of diploma. So, here there is only one catch which I am going to explain you, that you can have 2 years diploma, you can have 3 years diploma, you can have 3 years bachelor's degree, 4 years bachelor's degree, you can have masters, you can have PhD, you can have anything, but you cannot have 1+1 combination. That 1+1 combination is not allowed, right? So other than that, everything is allowed. Or if you have foreign equivalent degree, you need to have ECA, which is Education Credential Assessment. So that is education requirement. Language requirement. So language requirement for most of the professions is CLB 6, but government is thinking of coming up with a relaxation for trade guys. Certain trades, certain trade professions, CLB 5. But here they have not clarified too much. So take CLB 6 as a requirement. Now, coming on to the employer requirement. So I have told you job requirement, I have told you applicant requirement. Last component is the employer requirement. Employer has to be from Ontario, actively working in Ontario, has to submit the application online within the deadline, full-time permanent job he has to provide. Most important part is revenue and also the employees. So let's focus on revenue first and then we will come to the employees. So revenue requirement has changed. Earlier there were two requirements: 1 million, half a million. 1 million for GTA, half a million outside GTA. But they have changed a little bit. So more people can qualify. So 1 million remains the same. GTA 1 million, no change. But half a million, they have identified certain areas like Ottawa, Waterloo, Hamilton, Niagara, Wellington, Greater Sudbury, Frontenac, Petersburg, Hastings, Thunder Bay. All these areas, you need to have half a million revenue requirement. If you are not listed here, then you just need 250. That's it, 250,000. So now that's the revenue requirement. Employee, you need to have at least, if GTA 5 or more full-time employees which have to be Canadian citizen or PR. Outside GTA you need to have 3 or more Canadian citizen or PR. So this is the employee requirement. Lot of things are yet to come. When is the system opening, which is the date, I don't know, but yes, hopefully within next 1 month. Scoring system, it's not clear yet. Priority occupations, they have not clarified. Priority area, not clarified. They have also not told what is the quantity and what is the frequency of these draws. All this information is all yet to come. Phase 2 is also yet to come. And lastly, in the phase 2, healthcare stream is coming. In the phase 2, entrepreneur stream is coming. In the phase 2, exceptional talent stream is coming. So all this information, when they come, we will share it with you. So if you need to discuss your own case with us, more than welcome. You can book an appointment. Appointment you can do on the phone or you can do on the Zoom call. If you are close to my office, you can come to the office itself. Here is the office address, email ID, phone number, everything is given right here. Very important. If you have not subscribed to the channel so far, what are you waiting for? Please do subscribe. Thank you very much for watching the video. Thanks.